Hello students, welcome back to my channel. My today's topic is fraction. So let's start. Here you can see what is this square. So I divided this square into 4 parts. Okay, so these 4 parts, total how many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 parts are the total number of parts of the square. So this 4 is the how many parts? 4 parts. So this 4 is the total number of parts. Total number of parts in a square. Okay. Now if I fill this part and this part and this part. So see here, first 1, 2, 3, 4. So total number of parts, how many parts are there? 4. And how many parts I filled already? 1, 2, 3. So 3 is the filled parts, means the equal number of parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Total number of parts means denominator. This is numerator and this is denominator. So total number of parts is denominator, means 4. Okay. Now numerator. So how many parts I filled? 3 parts. So number of parts which is equal in this square is numerator, which is 3. So 3 by 4 is the fraction of this square. Clear? Now the fraction, what is fraction? The fraction represents the parts of a whole. The parts of a whole means how many equal parts divided by total number of parts in the square or in the circle. Okay, so let's start the types of fraction. Okay, so we have how many parts of fraction are there? In mathematics we have major 3 parts and remaining more 3 parts. So but I am talking here the major 3 parts. So how many parts? 3 types of fraction. First is proper fraction. Second is improper. Third is mixed fraction. Okay, so we will start from proper fraction. How you will find? See, first is proper fraction. In proper fraction, remember always the numerator and denominator. We have 2 parts, numerator and denominator. Okay, so in proper fraction, if numerator is less than denominator, if numerator is less than denominator, which means denominator is greater, should be greater. So for example 9 by 13. So 9 is the numerator and 13 is the denominator. So 9 here and 13 here. So which number is greater, 9 or the 13? Of course 13. So which means the denominator is higher or the greater. So 9 is the numerator. So it is clear that where 9 means the numerator is less than denominator. I am taking the same another example for the proper fraction. So I make this circle. In this circle, see, I am going to count this this circle. So how many parts are there in this whole? So 1, I am starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many total number of parts in this whole? 8. which is called denominator. Okay, next, now see, I fill these parts. So let's know how many parts I fill in this circle or hole. So how many parts I filled? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many parts I filled? 4 parts, which is equal number of parts, which is known as numerator. So here is 4. So 4 by 8. In this example, 4 is the numerator, you know, and 8 is the denominator. So let me know that which number is greater. So 8 is greater, which is denominator, means this. Denominator is greater than numerator because 4 is less than 8, which means numerator is also less than denominator. So it is clear that from this statement or another example that this fraction is proper fraction. Okay, now next part is, or the types of fraction, which is improper fraction. So in this fraction also you know numerator and the denominator. So see now improper fraction. In improper fraction, remember that if numerator is greater than denominator, numerator is greater than denominator. For example, 15 and 2. So which number is greater? 15. Means 15 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. So it means this is improper fraction. So simple. In improper fraction, numerator is always greater than. The numerator is always greater than denominator, which is improper fraction. Whereas proper fraction is where the numerator is lesser than denominator. Here numerator is greater than denominator. So opposite. Proper is the opposite form of the improper fraction. Okay, so it is clear. Now next is mixed fraction. So for the mixed fraction, again I am going to tell you the improper fraction where numerator is greater than denominator. Okay, where numerator is greater than denominator, it means suppose I am taking 15 divided by 4. Okay, so this is, you know, right, that this is improper fraction. This is the example of improper fraction. So to find the mixed fraction, we should first divide this improper fraction, and then only we can change into mixed fraction. So this is improper fraction. We can easily change into this mixed fraction. So how we will change? See, only by dividing we can change for improper fraction to mixed fraction. So here 15. So 15 is the numerator, which is dividend, and 4 is the denominator, which is divisor. So we should first divide this and then we can change into mixed fraction. So see, here 15 and here 4. So 15 is divisible by 4? No. But we can take less number. So which is 12. 4 multiply 3 is equals to 12. Subtract from 5, then we will get 3. So this one is quotient, this one is remainder, and this one is divisor, and this one is dividend. Now see how we will change this improper fraction to mixed fraction. See, the quotient, we will write the quotient here, which is 3, and remainder also 3, like this, and divide by 4. Okay, so this is mixed fraction. So again we can also change from mixed fraction to improper fraction. How? See, first we should multiply this. 4 multiplied by 3. How much? 12. Now 12 there here multiply. Now this addition. So 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. Now plus 3, which is equals to 15. Okay. Now divided by this total number of fraction or the denominator 4. So simple, you can change. Okay. So I am repeating here again. Proper fraction is the fraction where numerator is less than denominator. Okay. Next, improper fraction are those fraction where numerator is greater than denominator. Okay. Now third one is mixed fraction. How you will know that the mixed fraction? Where you can see the mixed form, where you can see the proper fraction also as well as improper. Like, but only you can find the mixed fraction after dividing the improper fraction. So you will get easily mixed fraction. Okay. So if there is improper fraction, you can see easily that where the numerator is greater than denominator. So you can divide this improper fraction and you will get easily the mixed fraction. Or you can change mixed fraction to improper fraction using this method. Okay, clear? We have 3 more paths. So which is the minor paths, means the like fraction, unlike fraction and the unit fraction. So now see like and unlike fraction. So like fraction and unlike fraction, see. Like fractions are those fractions whose denominator are same. Whose denominators are same. For example, 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8 and 5 by 8. Okay. So what is 8 here? Denominator. Okay. So here you can see 8, 8, 8, 8 and 8. It means all the denominators have same value. 8, which is like, means which is same. So it means this all the fractions are like fractions. So these fractions are like fraction. Now see unlike fraction. If the denominator's value is difference, means not same. For example, 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 6 by 8, 9 by 12, 2 by 15, 4 by 18. So see, this down value are all the denominators. Okay, this is n by d, means numerator upon denominator. So the denominators values are difference. Okay, means not same. The value of denominators are not same. Here 2, 4, 8, 12, 15 and 18. So it means these fractions are unlike fractions. These fractions are unlike fractions. So it is clear that like fractions are those fractions whose denominators are same or equal, and unlike fractions are those fractions whose denominators are different or unequal or not same. Okay, clear? Now next, unit fraction. Now this is our last fraction, which is unit fraction. So unit means, you know, right, 1. Unit means 1. So unit fractions are those fractions whose numerator's value is 1. Okay. For example, 1 by 8, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 6. So all these fractions are unit fractions because their numerator's value is 1. So unit fractions are those fractions whose numerator's value is 1. Clear? For example, if I write if I write like this, so you can see here easily 1 by 6, it means of course here is 1, which is numerator is 1, that means this is unit fraction. If I ask you that how many of these fractions are unit fractions, so this is 1 by 6 is unit fraction. Now see 2 by 6, we can change this fraction into lowest fraction, it means 2, 1 and 6 is divisible by 2, which it means this both number, numerator and denominator, both should be divided by same number. So here 2 and here 6, which is the even number, and of course which is divisible by 2. So both number is divisible by 2. It means 2 is divisible by 1, means 2 multiply 1 is equals 2, and 6 which is also divisible by 2 on 3. So 1 by here 1 by 3. So it means 1 by 3 is also a unit fraction because here is the numerator 1. You can find like this also. Okay. Now see 4 by 6. It is also divisible by 2 because this both numbers are even numbers. So this is the 4 which is divisible by 2 on 2, and this is 6 which is divisible by 2 on 3. So 2 by 3. So is this a unit fraction? No, because here 2 and here 3. Okay. Now 3. This fraction. So 3 divided by 9 means 3 is the numerator and 9 is the denominator. So 3 and 9 both numbers are divisible by 3. Okay. So 3 is divisible by 3 on 1 and 9 is divisible by 3 on 3. So it means here 1, here 9. So numerator is 1 and denominator is 3. It means this fraction is a unit fraction. Clear? So how many of these are unit fraction? First this 1 by 6. You can write here 1 by 6, 1 by 3 and 1 by 3 again. So here are the few examples of all the fractions where we will discuss in this conclusion. So see, the first example is 9 divided by 8. So 9 is the numerator and 8 is the denominator. So in this example 9 is greater than 8. So it means the numerator is greater than denominator. So this kind of fraction is improper fraction where numerator is greater than denominator. Now next example, 4 divided by 2. Here again same, the numerator is 4 and the denominator is 2. So it means the numerator is greater than denominator. So this fraction is also known as improper fraction. Now come to the example number 3. 2 is to 1 by 4. This kind of fraction you can see easily that this kind of fraction is mixed fraction. Now next example 4. 19 divided by 21. So 19 is the numerator and the 21 is the denominator. So 19 is less than 21. It means numerator is less than denominator. So it means this kind of fraction is proper fraction. Now come to the example number 5. So in this example 9 is to 6 divided by 7. It means this kind of fraction is mixed fraction. Now example number 6. 1 divided by 8. So the numerator's value is 1. It means this kind of fraction is unit fraction. Example number 7. 18 divided by 21. So 18 is the numerator and 21 is the denominator. Where 18 is less than 21, it means numerator is less than denominator. It means this kind of fraction is proper fraction. Now see some examples of like and unlike fractions. Okay. So first fraction is 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 16, 17 by 8. So as you know that like fractions are those fractions whose denominators values are same. It means 1 by 8, 2 by 8 and 17 by 8. All of these fractions which has the denominators value 8, but 3 by 16, it doesn't have the denominator's value 8. Okay, so it means this fraction 1 by 8 and 2 by 8 and also 17 by 8. It means this all fractions are the like fractions. Okay, now come to the example number 9. 12 by 15, 12 by 17, 16 divided by 16 and 9 divided by 17. So see, here is the value of denominator is 51, here is the value of denominator is 17, here 16 and here 17. It means if I will ask that how many of these fractions are the unlike fraction. So it means 12 by 51 and 16 by 16 are those fractions with whose denominators values are different. It means these two fractions are unlike fractions. Enough for today class. I hope you understand. So thank you so much for watching.